Hi, I'm Joe from Veevar Guitar. Welcome to this week's Lick of the Week. This one's a bit more of a difficult one, probably in the level 5 area of our syllabus. There's some right hand slaps going on, some left hand muting and some harmonics and some very kind of jumpy slides. Let's try and get into it, give it a go. So first of all, we're going to be using our thumb on our right hand, a bit of an interesting technique, kind of like a bass player slap, but on the guitar. Obviously, you need to be a bit careful on which strings you hit. So there's a lot of left hand muting that needs to happen as well. We basically want just the open E to begin with. So I have my first finger rested on all the other 5 strings so that none of them ring out when I'm hitting that open E, okay? And what we want is a left hand slap as well, straight after we've done the right hand slap. So we're going to do that with the middle and third finger. Well, basically all the rest of the fingers that are there, just to get that kind of percussive sound. Okay, and then you're going to do another slap while the fingers are down to get like a muted slap as well. So kind of like three notes. Okay, straight after that, we're going to do harmonics using our index and middle finger on the right hand. Basically, there's no pick involved in this whole riff. So yeah, you just basically need to do it all finger style. We're going to do G string and B string 5th fret, and D string and G string 7th fret, one after the other. So slowly that's okay. Straight after that, we've got another slap. I think it does the same thing again. Okay, but instead of the harmonic this time, we're just catching the mute on the G and the B string with our index and our middle finger. So slowly again, that's the whole phrase. Okay, now that's going to happen 4 times throughout the whole riff. You're going to play that and then there's going to be like a tail lick on the end of it. So the first tail lick is... Okay, and we're going to strum that with our index finger. Basically, imagine your index finger is a plectrum, and it's going to go down, down, up. Okay, now the notes that we play, we've got 7th fret on the D string, 6th fret on the G string, and then you've got the open B and E strings. But as we slide up, we're going to slide 2 frets higher, but we're going to swap our first finger for that middle finger. Okay. And you kind of got to do it in one motion as you slide. So down, down, up. Okay. So that will basically be your first kind of riff and lick together. So. Okay. Second one, so after we've done our little slap bit, we're going to jump down to the 4th fret with our 3rd finger on the G string, and that's going to pull off to the 2nd fret and then to the open G string. So we're going to strike that. I've got my thumb muting the low E string here. There's loads of muting involved in this just to get it right. And I'm going to again use my index finger to strum the note. Okay, notice it's just that string that's ringing out. Now as I strike the strings, this part of my palm is muting the lower strings as I go in. Obviously don't go too far, otherwise we'd be muting the note you want to play. But okay, now my thumb is kind of in the area of the D string now, so for the next part I pluck the D string with my thumb and we go down to the D string, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 2nd fret, open. Okay, all as hammer-ons and pull-offs. But it's a bit quicker this time, so it's... Okay, so both those 2 phrases together, we get... Okay, now the next part, the next phrase is very similar to the first one, but instead of sliding up from this chord, we're going to slide down, and we don't have to swap our fingers this time. So it's almost going from like a A to a G. Okay, so down, down, up. Again, same strumming pattern, down, down, up. Okay, The last phrase is probably the trickiest one, and it will take loads of time just kind of going over it slowly. But it comes in a bit earlier than all the others as well. So if we have a look at the slap riff, we come in there basically. Okay, so again, I'm going to strike the strings with my index finger, and I'm going to mute as I go in. Obviously I've got more strings to mute this time because now we're going to be on the B string, okay? This final lick is just completely on the B string. So we hammer on from 7 to 8, pull off to 7, and then pull off to open. And then our third finger is going to hammer on from the open to the 10, and then that's going to slide to the 12, and then that's going to slide all the way down to the 5. So, okay, lots of sliding all with one finger. And then it slides back to the 7, and a bit of vibrato on that 7 to give it a bit of a twang. And it pulls off to the 5 to finish, so. Okay, so all together slowly. Okay, and then we're going to finish just on an open E slap. Thanks for watching. Tune in next week for another lick of the week.